Hello, I am Zoc. Welcome to another NKFL match. Diamond Division Round 2. I will be playing versus Gorlami. Should be fun. Rematch of last season. What's up, Dinobot? Nice to see you. Um, what's up, Astron? Insert catchphrase. Um, just wanted to let everybody know straight off. Have a few more streams the rest of the week. Tomorrow, of course, we'll have our normal Dataforge episode, and it lines up with my 100th episode, or sorry, 100th stream ever. So we're going to be announcing something exciting and go over some other cool stuff. So check that out tomorrow, and then Thursday night we have my Ancient Bear Republic League Season 9 match versus Ponce de Leon. So, got a couple streams for you. What's up, Amber Meanies? Nice to see you. All right, but let's jump right into it. I believe we have a game ready to join. Let's get in. And one thing we are not going to have a lot of time to dig into today, but I have a new tool for doing quick assessments of decks. And we're going to talk about it more tomorrow. But we'll see if it makes sense. I think we'll try and use it for some of the matchups today. And to help us make sure that we keep in mind some of the things that we need to watch out for in some of our matchups. But first, let's take a look at their decks. Elder, Maven, Angelo, Pablo, Dark Drop, and a Chinese deck. So, Elder, Ogre Loud is a 78 SAS AOA. A very efficient logos with Sharkamedes, ZYX Researcher, Librarian, Double Sloppy Lab Work, Shadows, Miasma, Nerve Blast, Bren the Fanatic, Untamed, Full Moon, Mimicry, Nature's Call, Glimmer, Choda, lots of efficiency, can do the Sharkamedes, has limited creature control, but it can totally Glimlock, and it can totally recur Neutron Shark if Archimedes is out there. Somewhat limited Amber control too, but lots of speed and lots of tools. So a pretty cool deck. Next up is Dark Drop, 85 SAS Mass Mutation, Markadis, Obsidian Forge with 18 creatures, Chronos with 6 drop pips, although 4 of the drop pips are in Untamed and 2 of them are in Dis. Chronos, though, has 2 Amber pips on it. There's 3 cards that have 2 Amber pips, and it's got 18 Ember pips overall. Also has a Fandangle, a Key Frog, somewhat limited Ember control, 2 Demo Fiend type things, Pismire, Waking Nightmare, and somewhat limited creature control, although some good stuff. Okay, next up is the infamous Maven, Ultra Ridge Ochoa, 90 SAS Mass Mutation. This is a Dav deck. Dark Embervault, and Kurzap, and Vault's Blessing, and Double Resurgence with 12 mutants. So this just likes to board flood like nobody's business. And it's got a little bit of speed and logos to try and get there. Not a lot, honestly. I think the speed is a little bit overrated for all the non-Dav cards, and Dav is underrated. So to beat this, you need really good R and really good C, which I probably don't have. Next up is a Chinese deck, 83 SAS Mass Mutation, Maven Instant Ban. Probably last season, I lost to it, but it was really close. But it got Dav late, and the deck that I played into it, I don't have in my lineup. That was Empress Yolonia. So Maven is probably an instant ban. That is some nasty mutant synergy. Yeah, the mutant synergy in Maven is unreal. Okay, the Chinese deck. This is new to their lineup. It's double Chronos with 4 drop hips, a really speedy Logos, Eclectic Inquiry, Sloppy Lab Work, a autoencoder. It's got an Obsidian Forge with 20 creatures, a Essence Scale, Infernus, Wild Bounty, Commune. Let's check out the drop hips here. 1 drop hip. Oh, this Eclectic Inquiry has 3 Ember. Stirring Grave has 2 Ember. Lots of Ember flying around. Lots of Ember flying around on this. Which actually makes it more susceptible to Infernus type stuff, although it's got a lot of speed. Next up, we have Angelo, 93 Sass, Mass Mutation, Eaton Star, lots of speed and Logos, double Eclectic Inquiry, double Lethalogica, Autoencoder, Sloppy Lab Work. In Untamed, we have Song of the Wild, Ghost Hawk, double Fangtooth Cavern, double Mongrel. Limited C, but it's got the 2 Fangtooth if you can get to those. Limited A too, although it's got a lot of speed. And then finally we have Pablo, which is a triple Infernus deck, Lesser Oxtet, double Interdimensional Graft, double Tau Tau, double Wild Wormhole, 20 creatures overall. I think the speed is pretty accurate. It's pretty speedy. The C is probably underrated here because it does have a Harbinger, 2 red alerts, a Gleeful Mayhem. That's kind of it though. The zap is pretty good. It's a little bit slow at generating. It wants you to beef up your Ember so it can get you with a graft, but it doesn't have a lot of ways to do that. It's got a few. It's got a few. Okay, so yeah, I think we are banning Maven here because although we do have some R and C, we don't have a lot. We only have 2 R decks, and it's unlikely we'll get a good matchup. They ban Researcher Tower Child. That makes sense. That makes sense. Now, what do I save? I think I save, probably Quinn here. Although Decaclaw and Chair are also both interesting. What's nice about Quinn is it can recur Infernus a few times with the double Hysterias. Although it's only got 1 Infernus. Decaclaw has 3 Infernus. That's really good against a lot of their decks. And the double Market Disc. I think Decaclaw is actually pretty good against their lineup. It depends though if it runs into one of the high creature decks. It wouldn't do as good. And then Chair is a bit of a wild card. How much R are they running here? Elder's got a lot of R. Angelo's got R and Pablo's got R. So they're gonna have R in my matchups. So that makes Chair not as good. So I think we save Quinn. Okay, we'll have to see what they save here. How y'all doing this wonderful day? We're gonna see if we can at least win 1 game. That'll be better than last round. I really don't know what they're gonna save here, actually. I don't know what angle they're gonna take. That one's got 18 Ember Pips, which is nice. This can do a lot of good stuff with Essence Scale. This one has Eaton's Jar, a lot of speed and Logos. Honestly, this one, the double Fangtooth is interesting. The double Lethalogica could discard some of their key stuff. And this one, the triple Infernus, is this one good? Lesser Oxtat can help them make their deck more efficient. I think it's pretty good. But how good? They saved Angelo. The Eaton's Jar deck. Okay. I'm okay with that. I may regret that later, but we had to get rid of Maven anyway. So, what do we want to get rid of out of the last four? You thought they would save Dark Drop, huh? The 18 Ember Pips. Yeah, I could see why you would want to save that. Now, I'm kind of more worried about this Chinese deck because of the speed. Yeah, autoencoder, key lock. I think I'm more worried about this one. Although the Amber control does really suck. Infernus, Universal Keylock, Amber, 2 Drekkers. Although the Drekkers I can get off with the Essence Scale fairly consistently, maybe? Let's think about this. Let's see, it's got a Wild Bounty, but I don't think it can get more than an extra Ember off the Wild Bounty. Can't Wild Bounty the Eclectic Inquiry, luckily. That would be big. If they had a Chronos out, they could Wild Bounty a Draw Pip to do 2 Draw Pips. Pretty nice. So Elder, I'm gonna leave there. Even though it is actually, I think, underrated. It's really good. But I don't think it's quite as good as some of these others. Dark Drop is good, but I want to run that up against one of my Infernus decks, hopefully, and try and get it that way. We have Quinn. They're gonna probably ban one of the other ones, Deca Claw or Sword Cook. I don't know. They might ban Chair too. But right now I'll have at least 2 Infernus decks in my lineup, which I could potentially throw into all those Ember Pips. I mean, it's good beyond that too, but it all depends on the draw. I think we're gonna ban, let's see, Pablo. Yeah, we're gonna ban the Chinese deck. And they banned Decaclaw. Okay, my 3 Infernus back. I banned Pablo last season. I think I banned Pablo last season too, actually. And I did beat him, but yeah, it does have that, you're right, it can have Obsidian Forge, which is really powerful. Okay, now we gotta pick what we pick first. Let's see, what do we have left? We have Chair, Quinn, Sword Cook, and Siren. Last week I did Researcher first, and lost because I didn't Infernus well. think I'm either going to do Siren or Chair first. Although it's tempting to go Sword Cook too. Let's do Siren first, because if they play the Ultra Speedy deck, then maybe we can get him with a Brig. Okay, let's see what they picked. They haven't picked yet. So this will be a good opportunity to introduce you all to something that I've been putting together, and we're going to go all into it tomorrow. We're not going to have a lot of time to get into it today. But this is Thor. Tools, holes, opportunities, risks. Yes, this is meant to do a quick assessment for decks. Oops, sorry. You could use this in certain conditions, like if you're at a sealed event or chainbound, Archon chainbound, assessing a deck. The idea is to first look at a deck's tools, the strengths that it has, the things that it does well. These are captured in tools. Then you check out the weaknesses. Where are the gaps in the abilities of the deck? They're captured in holes. Keeping in mind the strengths and weaknesses, you come up with a game plan on how the deck will win. This is the opportunities. And then finally, reflecting on those strategies that can stop your game plan, you come up with the ways this deck can lose. These are the risks. So we have this deck assessment tool. We're going to go into this tomorrow, but let's check out the deck that they pick here. And I have kind of an example here of this was, it's not even a deck I own. Let's see, we're still waiting for them to pick a deck. So once they pick a deck, we will we'll fill it in here. I actually started to fill out some, but I didn't have time to fill them all out. And we'll see how it matches up with Sheeran. While we wait, let's check out here. I was starting to put in some of these. I didn't get that far. Yeah, I gotta fix that. Okay. So we'll just do Siren here. Delete all these. Let's zoom this in so you can see better. So the tool of Zirin is Brig. Oh. Oh, because I went 150, it made these super wide. We're gonna have to fix that. Okay. Brig. What else has it got? Lots of speed. 19 pips. Soldiers to flowers for burst. Holes. Limited C, limited A. Okay, let's see. They have picked, so let's check out what they picked and let's do a quick assessment there. They picked Angelo to go first with. So let's see, did I already assess Angelo? Nope. So Angelo is their Eaton's Jar deck. So tools, Eaton's Jar. 2x Drekker, Infernus. Lots of F. 2x Fangtooth. So if they get the Eaton's Jar early, they can kill me, kill my Brig play at least. They only have one Infernus, but they got a Stirring Grave. So Infernus with Stirring Grave. Holes, a low C. Limited A. Low C, but chew Fangtooth. So this is probably trying to archive a whole bunch, and big plays, especially in Dis. And it does have the Key Frog. It can do the Key Frog key cheat. Okay, let's get into the game. Let me change my screen here to the game. So, how do we beat it? That is the question. I think we could go board. Okay, here we go. Game. Board isn't going to work well once I get the Fangtooth. We might not be able to... We might not be able to Brig. So we have to get a really good Soldiers to Flower turn off. Okay, we got Binate Rupture right away. Let's keep this. We can archive it with ZYX and put ZYX next to Archimedes. And we get Fuzzy Gruen early. That's good. Although they do have the Infernus. Yeah, Fangtooth does hurt their deck, although... Okay, Eclectic Inquiry to start out with. Nice. Discard Binate Rupture, ZYX to archive it, and then Archimedes. Oh, we got the Graft right away too, so we already have Brig. Now, if they get their Eaton's Jar, it doesn't matter. Paibe Motosierra has joined as a spectator. I don't have no idea who that is. Maybe they're one of the new players? Professor Torado and Opposition Research. Okay. We're going to go Shadows here. To do a Hidden Stash and a Lights Out for some disruption there. And in churn. Unfortunately, we didn't draw any more Untamed. We drew 2 more Shadows. No good. Oh, we can just discard the Fuzzy and Soldiers to Flower it, so they can't purge it. They can't Infernus it. Okay, Eaton's Jar, they got my Graft. That's too bad. We could Binate Rupture right here. I think we stick to the game plan. We can get to check here. Drekker can obviously get me off. Song of Spring can put Fuzzy Gruen back into my draw, so let's do that. Fuzzy Gruen, Song of Spring to put it back, and Shoulders to Flower to get to check. Even though we said, oh, and we redrew Fuzzy right away. That's funny. Okay, they go Logos. Neurosiphon. Oh man, they got Neurosiphon value. That hurts. They still have the 2 archived. The fact that they get their Eaton's Jar early is pretty bad for me. Sloppy lab work. Discard Mongrel, plays out Tarato. Okay. We're gonna go logos. We gotta see what are all the stuff that we could wow wormhole into. We're not gonna pull our archive. I think ZRIX researcher fights here. Or do we wild wormhole first? We could get standardized testing is what I'm worried about. I want to get rid of that Drecker. Yeah, I think it's okay if we don't get rid of the Drecker. So let's reap twice. Let's reap with Archimedes. Now let's reap twice. Then wild wormhole. Dusk Witch. Alright. That's okay. They do have the Waking Nightmare, potentially. An Infernus. They go Dis. They do have Limited C. Pain Reaction they could definitely have. Oh, Pain Reaction it is, but that means... Oh man, that sucks. Archimedes dies first. That was unfortunate. And they get a Bonesaw, a Brabble, and they haven't taken their archives yet either. Man, too bad they got their Eaton Jar early because that Brig looks really good right now. Now if we standardize test them here, it only kills their Bonesaw and Brabble. We have a shitty hand. We have a shitty hand. Let's see. I think we have to do it anyway because discard the Titan Mechanic. Oh, and then we drew 2 more Logos cards. This is not good. Yeah, early jar means I lose this game, unfortunately. Yeah, the Dusk Witch did not survive. And, oh man, the draws have been unfortunate too. I played 2 Shadows, I draw 2 Shadows. I played 2 Logos, I draw 2 Logos. But I think the real big thing is my lacquer break. And here comes the autoencoder. So now, our whole goal now is to get to 2 keys because I think we've already lost this game. Play out. Play out Logos again. Oh man, and we drew in a standardized testing. We got a Merkins, man. Wouldn't it have been sweet if we could have Merkins or Eaton's Jar? That would have been cool. Yeah, I don't think I'm even gonna get to 2 keys now. The Furtive Investors I can get 3 Ember off of, but I mean, will they even just get to check right here? They have 5 in their archives. Lethologica, QMax. Mountain Eaton's Jar is gone though. That's okay for me. Oh, that was a neat play. Okay. This is actually really bad because If I go shadows here, then I can't go untamed. Standardized testing, I can get rid of 4 other board. So that's probably worth it, actually. And then I can archive one with memory chip, hope for a big shadows, but they'll still probably get the check next turn. They have 6 in their archives, so here's my goal. I'm assuming they're going to get the check next turn. They have 8 in their hand, 6 in the archives. So I need to play Untamed now and then hope that I draw Miasma and hope that I can get enough Ember for a key. They probably have Waking Nightmare though, so I think it's kind of a fool's errand, but we have to try. We didn't get the Miasma, but we got a Dust Chronicles. I'll get the same draw as going Logos, yes, but less Ember, so I wouldn't be able to get the check on my next turn when I play Miasma, if I get it, which is my only hope. Oh, but that's game, because they're going to Fangtooth right here, so it didn't matter which way I went. Well, I was definitely right that they got to check. Okay, a 3-1 slacking. Yeah, I'm not even sure if I got my brig off, if it would have mattered. That was a slacking. Okay. That was Angelo. So what do we go for next? They're probably expecting Quinn or Sword Cook. I think they play. I think they play Pablo. So it's got 3 Infernus, Poltergeist, Double Graft. They might play Dark Drop, they might play Elder. But I think they're playing Pablo, and if they do, I think Chair is the right response to that. We're going with Chair. And they haven't selected. Interesting. What's up, Lazarus? Hey, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. We are getting shellacked in NKFL as expected. Elder, Ogre Cloud, and Game Chew. Okay, that is interesting. AOA versus AOA matchup. Well, I can definitely go big board on them. They can definitely kill my good artifacts, so. So this will be an interesting matchup here. Let's see. Okay, let's get into the game. All right, I gotta get some of my. I gotta get some stuff going on. Proclamation is first turn is good, except that they have Neutron Shark. And the rest of this hand is actually pretty bad. So we're gonna mulligan. We got Proclamation back. The rest of the hand is really good though. Oh, they have to decide between Redacted and Proclamation. Interesting. Logos, Redacted, Archimedes, Helperbot, into Joya. We got a Drummernaut Bramo. We didn't get Gangernaut yet, unfortunately. Let's check out, I forget what all Ember Control. They have Miasma, Nerve Blast, Brend, Double Yancey Gang, Umbra, Double Gamgee. They do have 22 creatures. That could be a problem. They play Sophistry, which makes me discard Cutthroat Research, which actually I'm fine with. And then they play Yancey Gang, Miasma. So we go Sanctum here, Proclamation, Blinding Light on Shadows, and Reap and Insured. Ooh, big Bramos. Let's go big Bramo. Igor. Early proc. It's good, but they do have Neutron Sharks, so they can get rid of both my artifacts, actually. If they, Bramo, big Bramo. Let's kill all these creatures. Oh, they archived Nature's Call. They discarded it with Igor and then archived it with Nature's Call. That is not going to be fun. And our Bramos are only going to be able to take out their big guys. But let's do what we got to do. And Bramo some guys away. We got our second Drummernaut, and we got a really nice Sanctum turn. Now they can Nature's Call and put a whole bunch back into my hand, although 4 of them have play effects. But do they get the Glimlock action? Ooh, they stun Brobnar with Mimicry. They Mimicry my Blinding Light. That's good that Mimicry's gone, actually. Grovekeeper, Rustnar. They didn't take their archive, so they're waiting for the Glimlock, potentially? Rustnar here is a problem, but we can Blinding Lights it. We do get Prince Derek value. That's cool. Sigil, Blinding Light on Untamed. Prince Derek for value. We're going to Screech Bomb him now. And if we were going to place Doorstep, we should have already played it. So we're not going to play it. Did they? How did they get rid of my... Oh, I played Burn the Stockpile. Yeah, we got to hold this. Barrister Joya? Reaps? I think they're trying to rush to their Neutron Shark. That's what I'm guessing. Prince Derek epic anti-Infernus tech, totally. I was actually thinking they were playing their triple Infernus deck, so that was some of the goals. Okay, here comes Shadow. Hideaway Hole. Dipno Spymaster. Oh, here comes Brend. Do they have a way to kill it? No, not right away. But it is protecting the Bramo plays. Okay, we're gonna go Logos here. That Rustnar is gonna be a big problem. We need to get our standardized testing and we need to hold on to it to kill that Rustnar. Okay, we're gonna poke the Dipno. Oh, we got Bouncing Death Quirk. That's even better. Yes, so then we're gonna reap here. Reap here. We're gonna use Sigil of Brotherhood to reap twice here too. Reap. Reap. Then we're gonna do some... Yeah, we're gonna go up to 9 with Graph too, so that even if they kill Brend, it's okay. And then we're gonna Bouncing Death Quirk. First we're gonna kill Archimedes. And then Helperbot. Then we're gonna kill Rustnar. They haven't gone Logos for a few turns, so maybe we should kill all their Logos first. They went Shadows. They went Untamed. Before that, they played Logos. So let's get rid of all their Logos first. We'll get the Bramo. We'll get the Rustnar. Get the Drummernaut. Archiving all this good stuff. Do we archive the Joya here? So that we can just finish a clean sweep? I think we do. We'll just archive it all. Kill them all! Kill them all! Okay, and they did go Logos. Flocks them all! Oh, yep, here comes a Neutron Shark. To destroy Redacted and Brend. So we did go up to 9, so we saved us there. But they couldn't get the proc. That's huge! Because they discarded Wild Wormhole. Or, yeah. And then they discard Titan Mechanics, so I don't forge for 5. Ooh, that is huge. 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 Okay, so we gotta kill it. So we gotta go Brobnar here. I think I'll go Brobnar, but I don't take my archive. Because I don't need all those things out yet. We're just gonna go Drummernaut, Bramo, Drummernaut. Oh, and we got our Gengar Chieftain. Okay, now it's on. Okay, here goes Untamed. So they didn't take their Nature's Call. They Persistent Hunting. Okay. Fang House Song of Spring. They do get to 8. Which means I wanna doorstep them. I do have my Prince Derek that I can play. So with Brobnar, I can Gangernaut, but for only 5 Ember, I think. No, actually I can't, because Fangtooth would kill it. So we're gonna go Sanctum here. We're going to Doorstep. Then we're going to play out Barrister Joya so they can't reap. Chalet the Safeguard is going to protect my Archimedes. Rothace the Fierce will protect my Barrister Joya. I'll play out Prince Derek for value. And then I guess I play out my Gatekeeper too. And then next turn I can Gangernaut. This is a chair doing chair stuff. I left chair open. Chair! Gatekeeper, I could have Gatekeepered them, but then I don't want to go into Sanctum. So, I'd rather just doorstep them. I just want to finish the game this next turn. Now, they could potentially get to check. They have a Nature's Call. They have a Chota. No, they don't. They already use their Mimicry, their Persistence Hunting. We haven't seen Glimmer, but they have Nature's Call and Archive. We haven't seen their Nerve Blast, but we've already seen Brand and Miasma. So we can easily get to check. The question is, can they get to check? I don't think so. If they can't get to check, that'd be great. I need a 3-0. I need a 3-0. Do they have a key charge? No, they don't. They do have the Chota. I just missed it. Okay, here comes the Glimmer. What do they bring back? Mimicry, and they stun Brobnar. Called it Mimicry. Maybe they do standardized. Full Moon. Okay, they do stunning. They stun Sanctum. Are they gonna get to check? They can. I don't know what they're doing here. They play Darna for an Ember. They probably have Chota as well, and then they can Nature's Call. So they can Nature's Call all these. Yeah, okay. So they do get their key, because I'm sure they have Chota. They have only 5 cards left in their hand. Yeah, so there's a Chota, so they get their key. Well, that's too bad. Well, we'll have to make them pay with lots of Brobnar punishments. Bramo! 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 Reap. The Gangernaut over here. And reap this guy. We have way too many creatures here. Reap with Drummernauts to kick away Gengar. Play Gengar again. Reap with Bramo. Reap with this other Drummernaut way over here. Go way back over here. Pick up Gengarnaut. Play it over here. Reap with Bramo. Oh, I used Bramo too much. Oh well. We do have another Drummernaut. Let's play it. To pick up Gengar and Insured. They go and Tame Glimmer to bring back Mimicry. They Mimicry something? I don't know what they mimicry, but it doesn't matter. Good game. Hey, we got one. We got a win. Rule of 16 Bramo. Yes. I love chair. Chair is so good. Yeah, thanks. Okay, we got one. We got one. Yay. Oh, and now do we play Quinn or Sword Cook? What do they have coming up? So Elder's gone. Chair is gone. That guy's gone. They have... Where are the decks? Dark Drop and Pablo. So they have the Triple Infernus and they have the 18 Pip deck. One has 18 creatures and one has 20 creatures. I think we have to go Quinn. Yeah, we have to go Quinn here. And they went... They haven't gone. Okay. Whoa, Sloppy Lab Work! Thanks for the follow! Or, sorry, for the raid. Raid time! Yes!
Every day I'm shuffling.
That's not the right one! That's not the right one either!
This is Keyforge.
There we go, we got it. It's been a while. Mr. Halloween39, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. What's up, Raiders? Nice to see you. If you haven't checked them out, check out Sloppy Lab Work. Twitch.tv/Sloppy Lab Work. They stream every Tuesday at 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. They were covering some cool stuff. How to get better at Keyforge today. It was a really good stream. I was checking it out until I had to come here. What's up, everybody? Riku was definitely right to ban chair. Yeah, definitely. What's everybody? What is up? Okay, have they picked their deck? They have not. So we are at 101. Gorlami beat me 3-1 with his save deck. Eaton Jadar, 93 SAS Mass Mutation. Then I said, oh yeah, well I have an AOA with 4 Bramo. Bramo! And I took him out 3-1. Chair doing work. And now we're waiting for them to pick what they're bringing into the third matchup. It's another awesome night of NKFL. Ooh, Dark Drop is what they're going with. The 18 pip monster. And it also has Obsidian Forge with 18 creatures. So this will be tough. We gotta use our Infernus wisely. We gotta use our Axioms wisely. I don't know how they match up here. I think it depends on the draw. I have some, with the Infernus and stuff, I have some ways to counter their pips. With the Axioms, I have ways to counter their board. So I feel like I have things that can counter them. But they can do a lot. There's limited stuff they can do to my board. And they do have a Markadis that can do a lot of work. A lot of work. Lost in the Woods too. Okay. Regrettable Meteor, Axima Grist. This is not a good start. I want Archiving to start with. And I don't want to get rid of my Axioms right away because I'm going to need it. So I think we mulligan this. Gorlami's decks are definitely interesting. Definitely expect to be ahead. I think if you get ahead in the matchup, they might struggle. We'll see. I didn't get any Archiving, but I did get A Dilophosaurus, unfortunately with a regrettable meteor. Ugh. But I think I have to give him. I think I have to play the Dilophosaurus first and put on that pressure. And say, answer me. And unfortunately, I got my Infernus first too. It's not great. Not great. Ooh, they start with a triple pip eclectic inquiry. No, double pip. Okay. Demobot. Causal loop. And a double pip sloppy lab work. Ooh, 4 ember after. So I guess I did need that Infernus right away. Okay, we gotta be careful about their Markadis. I mean, they can mark me, dis me. Do I Infernus them right here? Can put out the Bornit and the EE? Or do I I don't think they have any way to flip their deck, so I could get it later if I had to. If we go Saurian, we reap with Dilophosaurus, we archive something, we put something in our hand. I think that's the way to go, even with the Markadis. We gotta Infernus and Markadis too. So yeah, let's go Saurian here. We gotta play it a little bit slow. We can't be scared of everything. Oh man. Tribute Hysteria Hysteria? You gotta be kidding me. Which card to archive? We archive a Hysteria. What do we add to hand? I think we add the Hysteria to hand here. To set up a big Infernus play. We could clear our board with Regrettable Meteor. Let's take the Hysteria. Let's take the Hysteria, yeah. Here's what we're doing. Here's what we're doing. We'll play out the Thero, and then boom, Regrettable Meteor, kill them both. Turn off the Markadis. Turn off the Markadis. We could triple Infernus them, but what we can also do is keep Infernus in our hand. There's definitely Infernus targets. So, that's the first time I've ever purposely killed my own Dilophosaurus. Gotta turn off that Markadis. Tactical mastermind or being scared of the shadows, one way or the other. But look at this hand. 6? Dis? What? They go Logos Reap, Infomorph. This card standardized. Okay, that was a small turn. Do they have Markadis? I think that's okay, because I'll play Snag out. We'll play Dis. We're not going to give them our Hysteria. Take our Hysteria. They got rid of their standardized testing. That's another creature control that they're not going to have. Okay, so we go Dis here. We're not going to take our Archive. We could 3 Fates them, but we don't want to. We want their hands to be clogged up. So we're going to Hysteria those. So we Infernus. We get those 2. We Hysteria. We 3 Fates. Or do we want to steal one with 3 Fates? If we steal one with 3 Fates, we have to purge our Hysteria potentially. Yeah, let's steal one with 3 Fates. Let's purge our Hysteria. And then we play out the Bornet and the Snag. So now they gotta worry about if they mark me, dis me into dis. There's a Snag out there now. It will only have 3 active active health, but I think that's all right. Oh yeah, here comes the dis. And they move their archive. They have 13 cards in their hand. Holy cow, that is a fast deck. Holy cow, 13 cards in their hand already? Wow. They did the eclectic inquiry. They did a causal loop. So one of them is causal loop. They did the sloppy lab work. Okay, so there's a market dis, gleeful mayhem, double doom, and I discarded hologramophone. So I got to go back into dis. Okay, they still have 10 cards in their hand. I can get rid of almost all of their creature control. So I think I do want my Hysteria here. Binding Irons them. Play out our Infernus. Gleeful Mayhem, mark a dis. We'll Hysteria it. I'm a little bit worried about their board, but I don't want to hold the Hysteria. So Hysteria, and we'll get the standardized testing and the double doom, and we'll play out the Bornet and Inchurn. And we got a Hecatomb? Huh. We got a Neutron Shark, that's not bad. I was hoping for an Axiom, but the Neutron Shark will allow us to kill any big threats that come out. Purge them all! Mark is more useful killing your EE. Yeah, I'm okay with that. This is a long game. This is going to be the long game. They have 6 cards in their hand, and I'm pretty sure they're all untamed. They're trying. Yeah, so I think we actually go dis here. First, we're going to reap with the Bornet, see what we get. Chronos. Ooh, true draw pip Chronos? That sounds good. Brabble's good. Maleficorn is good. Obsidian Forge. Ooh, Chronos or Obsidian Forge? I think Obsidian Forge is actually more important than Chronos here. Binding Irons, slow him down even more. Reap with Infernus and Hecatomb. They can definitely Pismire me. We're gonna have to believe in our shark. Ain't no scaling A and MM. Yeah. Born at value. Man, there were so many good targets there. Okay, here comes the Untamed. Unfortunately, we haven't drawn into our Axiom, so hopefully we can get to it next turn. Oh, there's Dark Queen Gloriana. Taking back their Infomorph, I'm fine with that. The two draw pip one, so that's really good because they still have Lost in the Woods potentially. Okay, there's a Pismire, so they will make me pay 8. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Wild Spirit on Pismire. That's an interesting target there. Ooh, there's one of their other drop pips. That's good. Flumph. And Lost in the Woods. Oh, to put Darkling Goriana makes sense. But they don't get any Demobot value. Rapid Evolution on the Pismire and the Key Frog. Okay, so we get our first key. It's expensive at 8 Amber, but that's okay. We're going to go Logos, Quantum Finger Trap, which is really good Neutron Shark value. Tau Tau. Oh, we didn't get our other Tau Tau. That's too bad. But we did get our axiom, and we are going to archive that because they do have a mine fire, I believe. And we cannot let that get mine fired. And then maybe Eddie hits archives a phalanx strike. Thorium plasmate will take out the key frog. And then neutron shark could potentially clear their board. Or do we leave the flumph? Definitely the Pismire. I think we clear their board here. I guess not, because we just discarded a Tau Tau. Then we'll go Eddie and archive our phalanx strike. Okay. We are going to get Triumph off. Untamed takes out the neutron shark. Here comes Fandangle. Well, I wanted to go back Logos. Do we care about this Eddie? Maybe the Eddie kills the Fandangle. Let me do a quick creature count here. 1, 2. Okay, maybe we're not going to get off. The Triumph. Maybe late game. We'll see. Yeah, we're going to go Logos here. Not take our archive. Put down memory chip or Tau Tau. And archive. Triumph. Put down Titan Guardian. But Eddie is going to kill the Fandangle. Put down Sanitation Engineer. Okay. We didn't draw into our other axiom. I was hoping I'd draw into my other axiom, so if they went well with the board, I didn't have to take my archive. Oh, here comes the Dark Queen Gloriana. Now, I think we have to go Sanctum here. We need to redraw. We need to get back to our Infernus. They have the double draw pip Chronos coming up. Or double Amber pip. Okay, so they play Dark Queen. Flumph kills Titan Guardian, and they play Mushroom with a View. Ooh, Flumph gets a capture pip on it. Oh, because of Dark Queen Gloriana. That's pretty big, actually. Okay, but we definitely are going to go Saurian here. I would love to eat up that Lost in the Woods. And the Key Frog and the Fandangle. I think we do take our archive. We're one creature away from triumphing, unfortunately. We totally could have got it off. It was a mistake, apparently, to use my Eddie to kill. I think we're going to Triumph here. Logos redraws the deck. Imagine hitting that with Mindfire. Yeah, no kidding. So many pips. They got so many pips. Logos would redraw the deck, but we need to put some pressure. They have no C. I think we discard the axiom here. We're going to draw another one. We're going to leave them the Dark Queen Gloriana here. And use a Phalanx Strike to kill the Flumph. Play out the Triumph. Broododon. We'll play out Questor Jorda. Broododon. Reader Gallum. Therocenturion. Phalanx Strike will take out the Flumph. Okay, we redrew Phalanx Strike. That's interesting. They discard a Brabble and Picaroon on their Lithologica. Okay, here comes some logos. Not a lot. They're holding their. Maybe they haven't drew into their second the Chronos because does Bornet reshuffle? Maybe. So we'll go Saurian here. I think we just reap a bunch. Reap. 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 Phalanx Strike is going to kill Daughter. And this Infomorph. And we'll just reap here. Oh, we're going to hold the Axiom actually. Then we drew another Axiom. Do they have a Resurgence? I'm not sure. They mind fired my Axiom. That's why I needed Chew. That's why I needed Chew. Here comes Maleficorn, Xenofiend, Snurret, Stirring Grave for... Can we 3-0 this? We might be able to. They have very limited Amber control. Snurret, Pismire, Damobot. Waking Nightmare is the scare, but Pismire's here. Brabble's here. Stirring Grave archives the Brabble. So I forge. So we go back into Saurian. We reap here. We reap here. We fight Snurret. Broododon reaps, and then we Axiom. And we ward. They steal one, we don't really care. We ward there. So they could play Brabble, they could play Waking Nightmare. That doesn't keep me off. Can we get a 3-0? They do not have a Resurgence, luckily. That'd be pretty huge in this deck. They go back into Dis. So they have the Brabble, they probably have the Waking Nightmare. There's a Waking Nightmare. There's their Brabble. They reshuffle. It's got a draw pip. Did they draw anything? Nope, that's it. Ooh, 3-0. We got one. All right, we got a match. We got a match in Diamond. Yes. And Gorlami just won there. It's 3-0 versus Not Tonight. So standing wise, that is huge for me. Huge. Since I lost the first game 3-0. The first match versus Emperor Riku. Huge, huge. What a comeback. Losing the first game 3-1. All right. Let's check out the standings. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Woo. NKFL is so awesome. Always exciting. Let's check out Diamond. Let's check out the leaderboard. So yeah, now Gorlami's 4-2. I'm 2-4. So that's starting to slightly improve. My key difference is 0 though, so that's not bad. I still have a lot of work ahead of me and a lot of people that are going to destroy me. But we got a win. We got one win at least. Hey. Oh man. Those were some games. I had a really great draw actually that game to just handle everything that they tried to throw at me. Good old Quinn bringing it in the clutch.
This is Keyforge.
Yes, and I was getting too into the games. I'm getting way too in the games, but I did forge some keys. All right. Woo. Okay, I said it at the start of the stream, but we have some more streams coming up. We have the regular Data Forge stream tomorrow, where we're going to be going over, I quickly looked at it today. We're going to be going over the Thor deck assessment framework. Tools, holes. What did I say? Tools, holes, opportunities, risks. This is Thor. We're going to be going over that tomorrow. We're also going to be announcing a new stream, reoccurring stream that's going to be happening. That's going to be really fun. Yeah, I need to get this Thor into an emoji. That's what I need to do. Tomorrow we're going to be announcing something really cool that's going to not only involve me, but other cool people from the community. So come check that out. Tomorrow we're going to announce that. And then Thursday night, we have my ABR9 league match. I'm going to be playing against Punch de Leon. The first round is SAS ladder, and I'm in the 62 to 64 SAS range. So gonna be some fun middle SAS decks. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I love that SAS range. So lots of fun the rest of the week. And woo, Keyforge. Everybody, make sure you check out Dinobot just had a really nice stream actually earlier today on twitch.tv/Dinobot333 where he was going over the history of the ABR League. It was really cool to see the history over the seasons, especially some of the team names and how they've evolved, which is kind of funny. But taking a look at also this season, the fantasy, where you can actually win Ghost Galaxy prizes and anybody can join the fantasy. So check out twitch.tv/Dinobot333. He had a stream earlier today. Going over all that. It's worth checking out. Twitch.tv/Fudginator. Check him out as well. He's always streaming some good stuff. NKFL matches. He's also very active on twitch.tv/Swindle Dust Chronicles, where they are doing a really cool segment between Murph and Zeramis, looking at upcoming NKFL matches from the different divisions, and they really dig into it, looking at how the lineups match up, who should ban what, who's gonna win the matchup. Lots of great analysis. Yeah, totally. It was really fun to watch, and they're gonna be working their way through all the divisions, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. Check out Amber Meaties on YouTube. He's always having really fun videos. He's of course got the classics of what FFG was thinking when they were designing Saurian and other stuff like that. But he's got cool trivia that released a few weeks ago with people from the Keyforge celebration. He's got a lot of cool stuff going on. Who else we got here? We already talked about Sloppy Lab Work. Astron is also streaming. Um, that is also on Twitch. I forget, is it twitch.tv/Astron or is it still Anxious Pirate? I don't remember. And then, yeah, I think it's twitch.tv/Astron624 now. He's streaming his NKFL matches, and he's also on an ABR team, so will he be streaming that? I do not know. Just have to look for that. Okay. That's a stream. Thanks everybody for watching. This was the NKFL Diamond Division. Gonna have amazing decks that we're facing all season long, so it'll be really fun to see how they go. Emperor Riku destroyed me last week. He had some really cool decks, including a Martian Generosity Key Abduction deck with 4 Helper Bot. It looked like it was an Alliance constructed deck. It was insane. So we're going to be seeing some cool decks this season. So come back every week. And that's our stream, everybody. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate your support. And you have yourselves a wonderful evening, a wonderful day. Take care. Be well.